Hello guys, I'm gonna try to move around where I can. There we go. I had some people telling about the trouble they were having with breaking ferro rods, and a couple people had stated that, you know, when they're striking the ferro rods, they just wear themselves out with them. So here's the thing. I mean, if you're having to, you know, if you're working your ferro rod like this right here, man, you're wearing yourself out. And from here down to your tender bundle, those sparks are cooling off. If you're breaking ferro rods, you're putting out way too much energy. If you can see, mine is a 5 by 1/2 inch ferro rod, and I've used it quite a bit and barely scratched the surface of it, really. The thing about these ferro rods is they're made up a whole lot like your magnesium bars. These are magnesium, I think, an iron ferrite mix. So not only do you get a spark from them like you used to with the old flint strikers, but you get a longer burning spark because of the magnesium content. So getting a fire started with a ferro rod is really quite simple, and you don't have to just wear yourself out with it. I've got a little bit of dry grass and yucca shavings here, and we're going to attempt to get a fire going with that and this ferro rod. Now I'm going to turn this up where you can see what I'm doing here. The first thing you want to do, I like to get my ferro rod just right down in the tender bundle there, about midways of it, and I'll take it and I'll try to shave some of that off into that tender bundle without creating too much spark, and this will shave off a lot like magnesium bars, but when I do my actual strike to get the fire, I'll either turn my knife with the spine edge to it and just give it a few little short strikes like that. What I really like to do is I like to use a lot of people don't like to do this. They don't like to use their knife edge, but I'll use just this last little bit right here, and I put my thumb on it and I strike it down, you know. And let me back up here and let you see. You see how that, when you scrape that off, how it burns like that for a long time, and that's what you want to happen in your tender bundle. So there you go. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, you saw the flame come up. The longer you get that spark to go in, and that's what the edge does. And yes, it does booger up your edge a little bit. You'll have to hit it on the stone a few times, but that's why I like using this very back little bit of it here. You get that going, I mean, just that simple. And I'm not exerting a whole lot of pressure and time doing this right here. I mean, you're going to have a very hard time getting a fire started doing that. Do you get a lucky spark every now and then? Yeah. It's a whole lot easier. Just scrape it a few times. If you're using a tender bundle like this where it's just grass, it's kind of hard to keep everything right there in it, and the spine doesn't do the trick that the edge does. The edge actually shaves some of that off, and when you hit it, look, I mean, you saw that stick to my blade there, I mean my ferro rod. You get a very long burning spark out of it that way. Like I said, you just take it and scrape it down there a few times, get some of the magnesium shavings off down in there, and just a quick little, I mean, I'm not even putting any pressure on it when I do it. So, I mean, there's no reason to break your ferro rods. You can very well get a fire started with a ferro rod and never mess up, you know, hitting your knuckles or anything, or, you know, wearing yourself out, anything like that. So, let's just try this out here. And this grass here is kind of, it's not just real dry, but I just use real long, slow strokes on my ferro rod, and that usually gets me a real good spark in there. Like I said, this grass just is sort of damp. It just rained here day before yesterday, so that's why I'm not really catching it up any. But when it does catch up, I mean, my point is, you're not having to use all this force on the ferro rod like you see most people doing. Just good little, just a couple little scrapes on it to get you some of them magnesium shavings off in there, and there you go. I mean, my grass is just too damp. But anyway, easier way for you to use a ferro rod and not break the rod and still get the same, if not better, effect from your ferro rod. This is Primitive Life Training. I hope you enjoy.